from the Office of the President. So over to Mr. Malcolm.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies. My brothers and sisters, salam, namaste. I'm very happy to be here this afternoon to observe the 85th birthday celebrations for Brother Jabar. I happen to have like 3 of my uncles who are in their 90s and a couple of my aunts who are in the 80s. So I sort of understand what it is to attain such an age. In 1982, when I was 21 years old, I was commissioned as a second lieutenant in the Guyana Defense Force, and I was posted to the Artillery Battalion at Camp Grooms. And on the very day I got there, the battalion was celebrating the 40th birthday of the commanding officer, one Major Fitzroy Griffith. And as a 21-year-old, I'm looking at this 40-year-old, and I'm saying, look how old he looks, you know? And I'm wondering what he does to pass time after 40. And then as I got to 40, I realized that you don't really get old. As you get to 50, you realize also you don't get old, because we're all spirit beings, and the spirit has no time. The spirit is timeless, ageless, so the spirit remains young all the time. So we always feel young. We might be wondering what Brother Jabar did, how he lived to attain such a high age. And I'm sure he's going to tell us when he gets here. But for the younger folks who are gathered here, today you have access to information at literally the tip of your fingers. By your phone and the computer, you can read so many things. And I urge you to do some research into Ayurvedic medicine to see what herbs you should be eating in the diet, what you should be eating, when you should be drinking water, what time during the course of the day, when you should be sleeping, so that you will always be in good health. Because in the case of my uncles and Brother Jabar, who were in the 80s, their way would have been hard work. They would not have had time to be on the internet, be on the computer, be on the telephone, or look at television, or even listen to radio. And they would not have had access to fast food. Back in those days, their fast food would have been mangoes, or stir apple, or simply a cup of milk. Today, your fast food comprises of fat and sugar, and that's a recipe for getting sick. So I urge you to do your research and see what is good for you and apply. The thing about information is how you utilize information, not just knowing things, but how you utilize your knowledge. So I want to congratulate Brother Jabar for attaining 85 years old. I also want to congratulate all his children, especially his daughters, who are gathered there, for coming in and to celebrate the event. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Malcolm. And one of the things, he spoke about, what to eat and to eat a right diet. And I know one thing about holistic and Ayurvedic medicine. They say, specific times to eat. And that is one thing that really caught my attention about what you said, because my grandfather is a person who, he eats lunch by 11, like almost like clockwork. He knows when to eat, and he eats his dinner by 5, 4, right? What time? 5, 4 o'clock, he eats dinner. He doesn't eat any more for the rest of the night. So that's one thing that I think, if we're talking about how did he get to this point? He's for as long as I can remember, that's his strict schedule of eating.